Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the Gingerbread Man. Hello, it's me, Sunfire SG, and if you're gonna trust anybody with a gingerbread house, it's a ginger person. Alrighty, so get ready to pause the video here. We're going over the rough estimates for this build, as this build is kind of down to your personal taste and what variation you want to do. We will also be covering what blocks you can swap out for certain materials, as some of these materials are quite expensive. So let's have a look in this chest here. We've got 16 blocks of the redstone. That is for the candy cane pillars. We've got a lot of smooth quartz blocks. This can be swapped out for polished diorite because it also gives us those stair and slab variations, which we will be relying on for the roof and the window supports. We've got smooth red sandstone, again 5 stacks. That can be swapped out for the stripped acacia logs or acacia planks, or even just the regular red sandstone as well. That is your choice. You could, even if you wanted to, use some terracotta variants, orange terracotta, things like that. We've got a couple of different variations of stained glass panes. These are for your windows, the sort of boiled sweet windows that gingerbread houses often have. We've got a whole mess of dark oak wood planks. We've got 3 stacks here. That is for your flooring and your stairs and things like that. It looks like chocolate. It looks delicious. I want to eat it. We've also got dark oak doors. We've got a stack of diorite walls. That is for your window supports. Now obviously that's not exact because you will be changing the windows as you see fit. And also we've got a little bit of birch fence. There's more than enough here with half a stack. You only need a handful really, and that's just for the top little walkway window that pops out of the roof. We've also got a lot of snow and top snow, a couple of stacks of each of those, and that is because the roof is kind of taking advantage of the top snow to mob proof, but it's also adding a little bit of variation and kind of looks a bit like icing sugar. So let's crack on with the build. So first off, we're going to start with the smooth redstone and the quartz, or diorite, your choice. We're going to go redstone block, smooth quartz, redstone, smooth quartz, redstone, smooth quartz, redstone. So this will be 7 high in total. You want to leave a gap of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right here, we do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next, we want to come to the side and we're going to leave a gap of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then here on the 10th block, we're going to go up by 7 again with our alternating red and white for the candy cane. Like that. We want to do the same on this side as well. So just line these up. Is that lined up? I'm so bad at lining these up. There we go. And the same here. Of 7 in total. If I can place them. There we go. We'll work on the sides of these builds now, so we want to bring this up to the top here and all the way across the build. Like so, and down here. Just in a big rectangle, so you've got something like this. Now that we've got a pillar in here, we want to go up by 3. On the 4th block, we want to fill in these and then bring it down. This is going to be your first window. Bring it down to make a 2 wide gap here. You can do the same on this side. 3 high window. And then same here, we want a 3 high window in there. And then we can put in our stained glass. Now you can mix this up. You can choose whatever colors you like. You can mix and match the panes. Whatever you feel looks the nicest. So I'm just going blue and lime for this side. And we're going to do the exact same on this side here. For the front, we want to come across by 3. And 3 on this side as well. Up by 3. And across there. And same here. Across there. These are going to be your windows in here. I'm going to just chuck whatever colour in there for the glass panes. We've got a doorway here, so you can put a block in underneath the door. And we want to bring that across there. Now we can place our door. And then we can bring this up by another 2 blocks with the smooth sandstone. and this sets us up for our next level of windows. So we can go 1, 2, 3, across, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, oops, across, 1, 2, 3, and this one's actually one higher, so we can go one here and up like that. Now that we've got 2 high there, we need to go 2 high on top of here. 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't think we've got an extra window, have we? Oh no, we do. We do have an extra window, so that is 2 blocks ahead of that here. So let's go ahead and do that. 2 blocks ahead of that. Whoa, that was weird. Huh. Okay, so that's that there, and then we can come across and just put 2 high on top of that. So your roof should go up by 2 above here, 2 above here, 2 above here, and 2 above here. There we go. For the back of the gingerbread house, we want to do exactly the same, except where the door is, we'll actually have another window, and that will be 3 high. So we can just bring it up 1 extra, like that. Oops. Like that. Again, do the same across here. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, across there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and those are your 2 high windows. We've got a block there to bring that up. That can come across here, and then we want to go by 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then start filling in this last little window. So you should have a window here, and then we can just put a temporary block there, knock that out, and bring that up by 2 as well. So once you've got that, we can work on the roof. So we'll start our roof on the sides. We grab our smooth quartz stairs and bring them all the way across, and 1 out on either side. You can then start stepping it up the build. So you'll need to put smooth quartz blocks down as well. And every time you go up, you'll be doing a stair, upside down stair, block on top, stair, upside down stair, block on top, all the way to the very center. And then we can just put 1 upside down here. And again, we'll walk it down this way as well. So full block, stair, stair, full block, stair, stair, full block, stair, stair, full block, and finally stair, stair. And you want to do that on both sides of the build. Now we can do the icing on the side of the windows. We want to go with the smooth quartz slabs, or whatever variant you're using, and bring them all the way across on this block here. You may want to replace these with snow blocks underneath, depending on where you're building, as it does look a bit jarring if you've got grass under there, whereas if you put some snow under, it just kind of melts together, it looks nice. So we've got our slabs here, and then up here we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way across. And you're just having those on the bottom half of this block next to the redstone, and then the top half above the windows. Then we can go ahead and grab our diorite wall, which I'll just grab out of here. And we can just kind of join these up like so. We'll want to leave a gap on those ones, a slightly bigger gap there, and just like that. So for the icing on the front windows, you can kind of mix it up however you want, but the main thing to do is just kind of get these framed a little bit, because it just makes the build pop a little more. So for that, we've got 3 here. We've got 2 high walls on this side and this side, and then with these quartz slabs, we're just kind of stepping them up like that. If you want to, put one over the doorway like that. We are then going to go ahead and do the same under this one. And let's start to bring that in here as well. There we go. So we've got a nice little bit of icing. It's a little different than that one, but it works, Same here. We want to then step this up, so we'll actually bring that across here, because we can't step this down without it looking quite odd. So we're going to have an upside down stair there, a slab here, and we'll go with a full block here and here. We'll put some slabs on top of those, and then like that. And then we will get our walls and just frame those windows as well. Same with this one, we can just bring the slabs right across here and we'll chuck one there for good measure. Don't worry about the walls here, it looks quite nice framed as it is. We can then go ahead and chuck in our window glass as well, so let's chuck some green in here and we'll chuck some blue in here like that. In fact, let's chuck some blue here as well. Perfect. And we'll want to do the same on the back of the build, so we're going to work from the top down on this one. So 3 across there like that. If you wanted to make sure it's mob proof, you could potentially drop that down by 1. It just gets that little bit of definition in there as well, but we'll keep it flat for the time being. Again, here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, put 1 under here, and then here we're going to go slab and slab, full block, slab, 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 and then our walls, just to bring that down. And then finally here we can actually go all the way along, and then here we can go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then maybe bring that up here like that. And we'll go ahead and grab our diorite walls and just connect it all together like so. We're now going to head inside the build and we're going to start filling in the floors, and what we want to do is put in a second floor 1 block below these windows here, as well as filling in this part with dark oak as well. For the roof, I find it's actually much easier to do the variation after, so we're just going to actually put in our dark oak full blocks here, and you're going to make them too high on each level, like this. And once you've got that all filled in on all of these and some slabs, quartz slabs on the top, we'll just bring that out by 1, like that. Once we've filled these up with dark oak, we'll come back, we'll do some variation and then start putting in the little doorways. Now we've got the framework for the roofing, we can come along to the very center block of this build, find the 3rd block up, and we can just wrap these around, as you can see here, just to make our little doorway in and out of the build. So we'll do that on this side. We'll knock a hole in here, and we'll go around the other side and do exactly the same. Centers here, upside down stair, upside down stair, upside down stair, knock a 2 block gap through there. Now this is your floor level for your attic, so you can go ahead and come inside here and fill this level in as well. Obviously make your own way up to this via ladders or stairs. I find ladders is much easier for this attic, as it means you've got a bit more space for the actual rooms and you don't end up hemmed into putting a stairway right in the center of the build, because obviously you can't come up here without knocking your head. You can now knock out these blocks at the side here and put in 5 birch fence. Same around on this side. Knock that out, and 5 around. Just drop down in here, and what we can do is actually replace this dark oak with some smooth red sandstone, just in a little N shape around here. Same on this one. Same on this one here as well. Up and around and down. Then we can place our doors in, and then we can work on making the roof match up on here as well. Now that we've got our little sandstone bits in here, we can actually work on this part of the roof. So you want to grab a temporary block just to put a smooth quartz here, just off from this fence block by 1. The upside down fence block should be above this birch here. Same on this side. We want to put a full smooth quartz block on top of that. I'm just using slabs because I don't have it in my inventory. Bring it up into the middle, upside down stair, slabs on top where it's sticking out a little bit. We want to bring that all the way across to this block here. We want to knock that block out and we want to put in our smooth quartz stairs instead, and that will bring it up to that roof line. Don't worry too much about this showing, as it will get covered up by slabs and snow and the top snow blocks as well. So we can then just fill this in with a full block next to that stir, a full block here, a full block here and here. In fact, we can actually just fill this in with these at the moment. So there, and like that. In fact, we can just knock that one out. And you can actually put upside down stairs here if you want to, but I actually kind of like to leave that empty, as you can put a lantern in there and light it up. Well, you can put a lantern there as well, it doesn't really matter. So once we've got that, we can start on the variation. For the variation, I just like to knock in some snow pretty much anywhere. It doesn't really matter too much how you go about putting it in here. The other thing that I would possibly advise is think about how it might fall on a roof naturally. It's not really essential to be perfect at this, it's more just having a bit of fun with it, putting it together. So we're just going to do the same here as well, and on there as well. And then we can go ahead and start putting slabs and snow on stuff. So we'll go, because there's snow here, we're actually going to start putting some top layers of snow here and build it up to about 3 or 4 layers. You can vary it just to add a bit of definition to the build. We're going to ahead and put a slab on that one, some more snow. And this is where I was saying that the variation comes in. It's down to your own personal preference as to how you want this part to look. So have a play around, see what actually fits for you. See, I don't like that there, so I'm just going to build that up a little bit more, just so it pops above there. And same up here, we're going to go across there and fill this up with snow. And you want to be doing that across the entire build, so on this side and on the other sides as well. Finally, once you've got all that in, you can add some little candy cane towers like this, smooth quartz stairs and redstone blocks. We could even put in a couple of little gumdrops. Now, if you've got custom heads in your Java world, then obviously use those. But if not, you could have some nice little green creeper heads as little green gumdrops on your build as well. And they can kind of fit in wherever they're able to be popped, really. And yeah, it just adds this nice little bit of decoration to it. So I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.